CEO of Apexsun, future of gaming. We're sitting here talking with Fatal1ty. Just got done doing a set of exhibition matches with Fatal1ty and the CPL crowd. I think the top guy went -1, 28 or so. So in typical fashion. I think the next thing that's on everybody's mind is the next set of games and kind of what are your plans going forward from today?
Well, I mean, as of now, it's practice for Quake 3 for QuakeCon coming up in about a month, on August 14th and 18th, held in Mesquite, Texas. After that, I believe people are going to start playing other games kind of just for fun at the time. I think still CS will be a big game because I think this CPL winner is going to have CS from themselves, and also going to play UT 2K3 there as well, too. I think after that, the big games are going to be Doom 3 and Quake 4 for sure. I mean, those games, just unbelievable. Id Software creates awesome games every time and stuff, and every time they have it's always called. So they're very interesting to see what Doom 3 and Quake 4.
How are UT 2K3 and Doom 3 going to fit into your profile?
I think I'll probably more lean myself towards Id Software games because I like the gameplay more and the gravity and all the gameplay.
The style of it.
Yeah, the style of the game where the physics of the game also. There's certain way they develop the game to make it feel very unique to all of us that we're all familiar with.
What do you think the difference between the single-player sports right now and the team-player sports like Counter-Strike? One of the things that everybody's getting on, between the European and the U.S. clans and stuff in Counter-Strike is that it takes a lot more focus. What do you think the difference is? We heard you played Counter-Strike for a little bit this year and kind of backed out of it a little bit. What happened there?
Well, pretty much I decided I wanted to play Quake at QuakeCon, so I decided, I can't be playing both games. If I'm going to go win a tournament, I have to play it one time too. And I deleted Counter-Strike off my computer about a month and a half ago. I've been playing Quake 3 every day since.
You think there's more lucrative, the game is more lucrative single-player sport?
Oh, definitely. I mean, any 1v1 sport is always more lucrative. I mean, you compare the best baseball player against, Tiger Woods, the best golfer, it's like hands down the best golfer in the money, So, it's always better for a single player because, when you win, it all goes to the person who won. Instead of, you have a team of 50 grand and it all split 5 ways. It's not bad either. You get 10 grand and stuff, that's awesome. So,
costs rise too when you're having to transport a whole team around.
Yeah, for sponsors and stuff, it's very hard for them to transport the whole team and do other things with them and stuff. So, definitely 1v1 is where it's at. Sponsors like to, sponsor individuals rather than teams because, when you fly a team with Sweden and stuff, it costs them $5,000 total probably. If you fly one person, it's like maybe a little less than $1 grand. So, it's 5 times cheap.
Well, talking about sponsors, you were saying earlier you don't have any sponsors right now. Are you going to work on that for the next games that are coming up?
Actually, I'm just working on something now just for, in general, being a professional gamer. Currently, I'm working on Fatal1ty.com while I'm running my own webpage, and I'll be making mouse pads, and then work on making game keyboards and mice, hopefully. Just like everyone else, difficult investment and things like that, but the keyboard, or actually the mouse pads actually all go, so I can get the mouse pad right away, and then hopefully you can build up enough revenue to get the keyboard and then move on to the mouse.
What are you going to do with your products that's going to be unique over the guys that like Microsoft? They build a mouse, but they build it for home. It just happens to be that the gamers actually use it, for whatever, but they're not catering to gamers.
Well, Microsoft went for the mass, and they hit everywhere. I mean, they hit the gamers, the moms, the grandparents that got tired of using ball mice and started using awful. And the new one they have right now, the Microsoft 3.0, is a great mouse. I mean, I use it right now. When something else better comes out, I'm going to use it. I'm not a person that's going to be sponsored by a company and use an inferior product. When I'm playing and stuff, I'm going to use the best product at all times. If I think my product's not superior, I'm going to use another product.
Well, what are you going to do to make sure that your product is beating the best product out there and you're using your own
So I'm
product?
going to be the one testing it and making sure it's the best. I'm not going to put my name on something that's not I don't play with.
Awesome. You were talking a little bit ago about Fatal1ty.com. What are you guys going to be doing there? Selling the products and everything?
We'll have the website for selling the mouse pads in the United States and also overseas. But I think more so we're going to try to ship it to other websites or other land sites across the world, so they can they can make a profit as well off selling the mouse pads.
You've been going at this since about 13, 14. Now that you're getting kind of a little bit more mature in terms of being in the scene for a little bit longer, what's changed for you since the first picture I ever saw of you was sitting on a Hayabusa and not being able to touch the ground. What's changed for you since then?
I mean, I was still 6 foot tall then. But I mean, yeah, I mean, since then, I was still I was only like 18 or 19 at that time, I believe. I had a couple tournaments under that belt, so I was feeling a lot more confident about my game and about who I am as a professional gamer. Ever since, I've been just improving my game and trying to improve just overall, just me and stuff. So I've learned how to handle a lot of different situations, and I've went through some hard times and some good times. So definitely learning how the real world works.
Learning the ropes of the gaming itself.
Yes.
Do you think that I heard Linus Torbull from Team 3D kind of compared gaming and professional gaming, and even kind of the culmination of amateur and professional and how they come together. Kind of compared it the other day when we were talking to the X Games. Is that something that you see as kind of about right? Because they took skateboarding, inline, surfing. They took a lot of sports that people did that were kind of leisure and hobby type sports and made them reality. And now the X Games are one of the most popular things that are televised, worldwide. Do you see gaming going that direction?
I definitely believe it is. I mean, with the CPL running like World Championships at the end of the year, and other leagues doing the same thing. You have all these countries always coming here. I mean, like when you have like SK playing against like the US team, all the US guys in here like cheering, like, hey, like go US, and the rest of the guys over in Germany, they're watching on TV on Half-Life TV, watching like, man, go SK and stuff. So, it's really exciting, and I think there's tons of gamers all around the world love to play games and watch as well. And I believe that a lot of them like to root for home team. So I definitely think it's something I have to look at and possibly follow through. I think we should have to put ourselves a little more, but I think we're definitely improving every day. We're getting bigger and bigger, and this event's huge. We got 3,000 people or so here.
Giving away $150,000 this event. My understanding is that the Korean World Championships are going to give away $250,000. On top of that, are they playing anything over there that you're thinking about attending?
They run quick 3 tournaments, and I went to the one in 2000. I won that, and I was like $25,000 first place.
Awesome.
I didn't go last year. I actually came here to Dallas, and I won the Ford Focus 2001, the modern one.
Alien vs. Predator.
And then this year, I think I might go back to Korea again. So we'll see.
Awesome. You were talking earlier in a question that I was asking you about, kind of how things have changed since you've grown and matured in the gaming scene. Has any of those situations that you've worked through that you said you had some hard times, has any of that stuff have you seen any pressure from that, from kind of the celebrity of it, or?
Well, I mean, definitely. I mean, whenever you become the best and you keep like being the best for like 2 years straight, you have this huge thing on your back, saying you have to win every tournament and stuff. So, I go into every tournament, knowing that I'm the rabbit and I'm the one that has to perform every time, and everyone's trying to catch up with me. So, I'm trying to always keep that going and being the rabbit and stuff. It is very tiring, and it's pretty hard work. So, but I mean, if you put in 18 hours a day and stuff, like 7 days a week, it pays off. And there's nothing wrong with hard work.
Yeah, I was asking you something earlier when you were doing the exhibition stuff that. I'd like you to tell the fans out there, because I think a lot of the fans think that it's just work to you, and that was something that actually impressed me when I asked you. I asked you if you have any fun when you're still playing the game, when you do it 50 hours a week and it's still a job. Is that the case? I mean, do you have a good time?
It's not exactly a job. I mean, it's more, this is the game I love to play from day one. I was never thinking about making money at all. The game was totally for fun, and my neighbors introduced me to the gaming world on the computers, and I started playing with them, and then next thing I know, I'm just playing in small tournaments, winning like a 3-month internet access to a LAN center, and I never thought I was making any money out of it. And then when I heard about the CPL down in Dallas, I was like, wow, you can make money playing a video game? I'm just totally surprised. And I go down to a tournament, and I got to 3rd place in my very first CPL tournament. I won $4,000. And I was totally stoked. I mean, I'm playing the game I love, and I'm making money out of it. So playing 50 hours a week, I mean, it's not necessarily work. I mean, I'm still having a lot of fun playing against all these guys. They have a blast. I mean, we're over here just playing around, messing around with each other and stuff, having a blast. I mean, sometimes you gotta focus, and put the foot down and just, focus in. But other times, just have fun and stuff, and come to the LAN party. Have fun.
So when you are the best in the world, who do you practice against?
I practice against other top players in the world. Like usually grab someone from the top 32 or top 64 in the world. I practice with them. Right now I'm practicing with Dan Hammond's Ricks here in Dallas, and also Lost Cause and a bunch of guys coming down from Iowa, RDW Fontaine, Bitch Slayer, a ton of different guys. We're going to have probably like 6 or 7 guys, so I have a big variety of opponents to play against, so I'll be able to understand how to play both types of games.
Do you find that the Americans game different than, say, the European guys? Because I know in the Counter-Strike community, there's definitely a kind of a tension in the European clans. They're real cutthroat with each other sometimes, and then when they get over to the U.S., they're real surprised about how friendly all the, Riot Squad, X3, who turned into 3D. A lot of these guys, DOP, they're all local, and they're real friendly with each other. And these European clans come over, they're so cutthroat, and they're like, oh my God, these guys are so friendly. Do you find that's the same way in the single-player games, Quake 3 and stuff?
Well, in Quake 3, when you go to a 1v1 tournament, you gotta be totally focused, ready to kill. I mean, you can't be thinking about anything else. You have to be cutthroat. I mean, you're my friend after the tournament's over.
Right.
I mean, that's how I go looking at the tournament. I have fun with all the guys and stuff, kidding around and stuff during the tournament. But I'm down in the tournament area. My opponents are looking at me and stuff. I have my game face on.
Awesome. Earlier, you were talking about you went over, you started gaming from your neighbor's house. What was that very first game you ever saw on the computer?
My neighbors moved in from Florida, and they were triplets. And, we mostly played sports all the time. And then, one night, it was raining or something like that, so we went inside to hang out, and they showed me Wolfenstein 3D. And when I saw that game, I was just hooked for life. I mean, I took that copy of that game over to my house computer, barely ran on my 286. I didn't even have it that much live, so I didn't get, their sice, all the cool sounds and stuff. But, we played that for a while, then after that, Doom 2 came out, and we played Doom 2 over the LAN. We used to throw network cable across the cul-de-sac and play LAN Doom 2, then we played Quake and Duke Nukem and all these other different games and stuff. But Wolfenstein 3 is what actually got me in the game.
That's what kicked you off?
Yeah.
Awesome.